Susan, tell us a little bit about what secondary will be faced with when we look at a virtual learning platform from a student and parent side, and then we'll go into what the education and professional development side look like. So for students and parents, what will virtual learning look like?
So for students and parents, virtual learning, we are preparing that will look similar to face-to-face learning, where we are providing Zoom logins for all the teachers and the students so they can log in or Zoom into their actual class daily and follow their daily schedule throughout the day. If they're unable to log in at that time for various reasons, they will be able to work asynchronously or on their own on the curriculum that's provided on our learning platform, which is Schoology.
So a lot of people said that Edgenuity was hard, and you heard that, and you guys have worked really hard this summer. Go into detail on what that's looking like for professional development.
So when we were closed down for the last 4 to 9 weeks, we had to adapt quickly. So we used the Edgenuity curriculum that was already created so kids can continue their learning. This year we have planned ahead, and we're allowing the teachers to make their modules, their lessons daily and post online. Side note, we are also using the Edgenuity content, and we're providing the Edgenuity content for the teachers to pick and choose from. We're providing their textbooks, we're providing all the interventions online so that they can pick and choose, and we're giving them a multitude of resources to be successful for not only teaching virtually, but for also creating virtual lessons.
How will they be able to support students, or where will they have a conference period or a tutoring opportunity for those parents who feel like, algebra is going to be just so hard for my child, or they don't grasp those concepts in a one module and they need that support? Will that be available?
Yes, so what we're having the teachers is their conference period will be a true conference period. There will not be lunch duty or hallway duty. That is where they will be available daily during that block of time, which is traditionally about 45 minutes, to work with their students. Parents can also schedule appointments. It might be before school, it might be after school, it might be whenever the teacher and the parent agree upon a time to meet. I'll also mention, if you are not able to work and Zoom into the class on a daily basis, and you have to work asynchronously on your own, the teacher will schedule at least a weekly follow-up to see how you're doing and monitoring your progress.
Let's talk about the live Zooming in versus recorded videos. There was an opportunity for districts to only have to provide recorded videos for students to learn, but why is KISD going beyond that one exception and going to something else that's got a little bit more face-to-face to it?
I think that's just so they can actually see their classmates, they can participate in the class discussions. I think we don't want them to miss out on that social piece and that smiling teacher face that's there to encourage them in real life time, not just through an email. We do know that this might not happen right away for every class. We are training the teachers and trying to make them comfortable with this new virtual learning style, but it might take some time. So there might be some days where it is all asynchronous until we can get into the flow of daily interaction with the teacher. And being a military community, that enhances it even more when you have families that are deploying, families that are PCSing prior to the end of the semester. This allows them to continue with their learning without having to withdraw and start another school with maybe only 3 weeks left in the semester.
This could be a win-win, but people who are feeling the heat are really coming from the extracurricular and the UIL world. So that's going to be a big thing at the secondary level. And it's just a truth that there are unknowns. But what do you say to those people who have dedicated their lives to being on the dance team or in band or in athletics, and this is either their senior or junior year, and this was something they're looking for? Does a mom speak to what that means?
So as a mom, I was a dance mom, I was a baseball mom and a football mom, and I get it. What we're trying to do is, we're at the mercy of UIL. But we are allowing students that say, if you're virtual and you want to still participate in the athletics that are required face-to-face. So if I'm on the football team, I have to show up and practice. I can't do that virtually. So we're allowing the students to come and participate in those sports. They will have to provide their own transportation at the time that sport is offered. But then they can go home and complete their school virtually. So we're trying to provide as much flexibility so students can still participate in all those UIL activities, because that is to the student that's as important, if not more important, than their academics.
And my name is Danielle Patterson. I'm the instructional technologist for secondary at Galena ISD.
And when you see this roll out, what are you looking for?
I'm hoping and looking for that the students feel comfortable and confident that on the first day of school they know how to log into Zoom, they know how to get into their course. Hopefully they can meet their other fellow classmates and their teachers through Zoom. And so I'm hoping the first day of school virtually is just as comfortable as what would be face-to-face.
How do you plan, or how will the district go about explaining this? Now you've done it to teachers in that crawl, walk, and run,
Yes.
but telling a parent what and how to use this in a very condensed time, because they don't have all of the time that our educators have.
Well, we've been having that conversation, and we wanted to make sure that we are thinking about the time that parents have, as well as making sure that they get that level 1 support of the different products or resources. And so we're building a course that's accessible to all parents, one course, not multiple courses, with resources available to them, videos, one-pagers. We're just trying to simplify the learning for parents as well.
For students, how will you help a student before the first day of school be comfortable with those applications or the programs and products?
So we've been working closely with the technology department and the campus technologists as well, and we've been providing PD. They were one of the first people that saw this course, and they know a student course is coming and they know a parent course is coming. So we're hoping that we continually build them up, their capacity, so that when students have questions, they'll reach out to them first, as well as parents. They were there next to their principal, side by side, and their APs to learn at the same time. And before they left on that training, they all made a plan. And so they shared that plan with my team as well as the administrators, so that we all knew kind of what everyone else was doing, so that we can all be consistent.